Welcome along to another F1 Manager 23 Road to Glory for the Williams team. We are in Season 2. If you haven't already watched the other seasons, make sure to go back and check them out. Objective 6 and above, and we are at round 6 for Italy, and it is coming from Imola. As you can see, we're stocking up on parts because we've changed some parts with their sort of reliability of it, so it runs out more, so we have to stock up more. And I'm pretty confident and excited for the Imola GP weekend. And you might say, Aaron, why are you confident? Well, let's take a look. This track has got top speed required, medium speed required, and the crucial one is high speed. Well, guess what? We are first in the car performance for high speed. We are fifth for medium speed, fifth for low speed, and top speed is 7th. So we've got what I would argue as a massive chance. We could add a few bits and pieces, but we are not. We have got stuff that is on the way. So we're just going to check that we haven't got anything. And you can see we could improve that, but we're not going to. And I think we are stocking our best. So just to bring you up to speed with our design and development, we are doing a rear wing at the moment, and we have done some research just because we had some spare time, so we've just researching a little bit for next year. So shall we get into it? The Emilia Romagna Grand Prix from Imola. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm thinking we're going to be bang there for maybe a podium, but I had high expectations at Bahrain, but rain on Sunday. Let's get through practice, get into qualifying, and we shall be back. So welcome along then. We are in Q1 and currently it is dry and it's going to stay dry for this session. And I am feeling fairly confident still. So it's our ATA qualifying, which means we go out on the hard tyres to begin with. So let's try and set this pace and see if we are going to be in that top 5 sort of positions that we want to get to. Let's find out though. Porsche and Albon then going to come across the line. Obviously we're going to skip through. Porsche does a 13.5, which is very, very nice. And what's looking at the sector times, Sainz is going to go faster than us. In the Ferrari, probably as expected. So I think we're going to risk it in Q1. And I'm not going to send anybody back out. We've put in some strong laps in P4 and P6. It would take an 8/10 swing from Sonoda in P16 to actually get through and knock us out. So I am going to stay as we are. You can see Ricciardo doesn't improve. And we are dropping slightly. But look at that. We are mixing it with the big boys in this session. P5 and P8 respectively for both of us. Now that is more like it. That is what we wanted to see from our Williams team. We move in to Q2. There is still no rain. High and high. So we're going to go... Oh, can we get ahead? Yes, we can. Let's just wait a minute. Let's go now. So as you know, we're going to fly through this first lap, see where we are, and then we'll watch the second lap properly this time because we didn't get one in Q1. So we're on our lap, and it's green at the moment. It's a 1:13.2 on the medium tyres. Hamilton's 5/10 off pretty much, and Albon is only 0.08 of a tenth. Wow, and Porsche's 0.05 of a tenth off the Ferrari. So that is looking very strong pace in Imola. This is our circuit to score some big points on. And let's see, we've got one more lap to do when we come back for our flying lap. You can see Porsche is bang there. So we are going to send them out. I don't feel like we need to send them out here, but I kind of want to see the pace that we can do because it's looking pretty strong, you must say. And we've got P5 and P4 together, Albon and Porsche. So here we go. What sort of lap time can we do from the both of them? Come on, let's see how strong we are. We are 0.2 off pole position, obviously only in Q2 though at the moment. Used tyres. We only get one set of mediums for this run, and through that first sector we've got the Ferrari holding us up, but we have gone purple. They get out the way, but that could affect us. 23.6, and it is well off the pace for Porsche. How much did Albon get held up in this session? on his lap 2, and as you can see, is well down, 25.1. Even Pourchaire did a faster middle sector. So it looks like we're not going to improve. I think that Ferrari holding us up really didn't help. And down the straight we go. Albon across the line. It's green. He has improved. He's now under 2 tenths. Pourchaire has improved, has he? Maybe. 196. We are a very good lap away from a potential, maybe, can I say pole position? Oh, I don't know. Probably not. But I tell you what, we're bang there. And I tell you, Russell is out. Russell is out in P12. That's a big blow for Mercedes. But we've got to find just under 2 tenths as we go into Q3. Heavy rain on the Sunday. We don't need these tyres. So let's go then. Oh, it comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get our first pole position? Or are we just going to be short? We're going to send both cars out straight away. We're going to get this lap time in. Hopefully we don't hit too much traffic. Verstappen, Stroll coming out. That could annoy us a little bit. I think Albon's got held up. Pourchaire is the stronger car. 13.6 for Albon. I think that's slow. It is slow. Pourchaire does a 1:12.9. That is a very nice lap indeed. And now we've got to just see. And yeah, we're a tenth off Leclerc. So, oh my God, we're well off the pace. I mean, I think we can do better than that then, by the look of it. New softs to go on. I don't think there's any point going now either. I think we just hold out. Yellow flag, but that's gone now. I don't think this track's going to get any better. Hamilton ran wide on turn 3. Now, I think we go now. We'll send Albon. We'll send Pourchaire. It is go time in qualifying. Everyone has come out. Stroll's coming out as well. But we are starting our final flying lap. Albon, is he going to catch traffic? I think he is, but hopefully the Aston Martin gets out of the way. He does. So what Albon can do in this first sector, it's purple. 23.0. Come on, Albon. Come on. Pourchaire. What is he going to do? A 23.0. 23.0 as well. Oh my God, I just see stuff. Albon through the middle sector. It's only green. A 24.8. Are we on for pole position provisional? Pourchaire. 24.8 as well. Matching. Pretty much a little bit faster. Albon across the line. 2 tenths. Ah! P3. Pourchaire's coming across the line. He's got very similar times. 23.0. 23.0. What's he going to do across the line? He was 3.5 tenths. Oh, no! Less than 2 tenths. Off a potential pole position here in Imola. Oh, and Leclerc's just got in there. Ahead of us. Wow, we are here for a battle, ladies and gentlemen, in this Imola race. P3 for Theo Pourchaire. 2 tenths, just under 2 tenths off. Leclerc managing to separate us. This is going to set us up for a exciting race. And we've got heavy rain. It is cloudy at the moment. The rain's going to come in fairly quickly, look. So I think we just bolt on this strategy for now. That's going to be inters. That's going to be wets. So this could be interesting. I think we're going to have to go softs. Because there's absolutely no point in going mediums or hards here. When the rain is coming in. What time's the rain coming in? Lap 10. Yep. I think softs is the way to go. We are on a great position. Can we deliver? P6, P3. The Emilia Romagna GP Imola. And look at that. It's looking pretty miserable out there as well, isn't it? Soft tyres for pretty much everybody by the look of it. Eventually. Let's get it underway. Pourchaire. Lost a position to Sainz, but he's on the inside. He's got back ahead though. Just squeezing Sainz out at the moment. We are neck and neck. That Ferrari is pretty quick, but we've got the inside line into the next corner. And I think we are just going to move back into P3. But that Ferrari under acceleration is very quick. Sainz staying on the inside now. Potentially going to run us out of road. And he is. But we are trying to come back early on. Sainz has got us in the Ferrari. We down to P4, but remember, we have got some seriously high speed. Best high speed on the grid. So expect us to be pretty strong down the straight. And here we go. Verstappen's giving the toe to everybody behind. And we are closed up. What can we do though from P4 and P5? Our upgrades have gave us a great chance at running with the elite. And that is exactly what we wanted. We're going to keep pushing because the wet weather is on its way. As you can see, it's going to be intermediates, potentially into /wets. And it's going to be dry for quite a while. Another 10 laps potentially. But let's keep in DRS. Sainz just losing a little bit of time ahead of him. 7/10. So now down the straight we go. We get great acceleration off the corner. Can Porsche look for a move on Sainz? Without DRS it's pretty difficult. So we are just going to hold fire. And is he going to make a move? No, he's not. So what we're going to do is we are just going to top up now on both. And we're going to get a great exit. Porsche is going to try and go around the outside. This is what Sainz did to him early on. Is he going to make the move? They're neck and neck. Let's ride on board with Albon into the chicane. The Ferrari is still ahead, but the Williams gets decent traction. And as we watch this from on board, we are now going to deploy everything we have got down the straight. DRS will be open. The Ferraris are going at it. Here come the Williams crew. Can Porsche? We ride on board. Flick DRS. We are out of ERS. That's annoying. We could have done with that. And there's Alex Albon and Porsche side by side. Oh my god, this is terrifying. Porsche and Albon side by side. Don't take your teammate out. That is the worst thing you could possibly do here. Albon back down to P5 and he's coming back now. I don't really want to say don't battle because we're early in the race. Look at this. These are going at it. Tyres are too hot. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to have to, I think, call off Albon's fight. Oh, and Albon's now ahead. Right, let's take that, because... No, that's right. Porsche is ahead. Okay, we've got it, guys. We've got it. DRS open. Here we go. Down the straight. Trying to catch the Ferrari of Sainz. We have caught the Ferrari of Sainz. And we are now going to go aggressive. And we're going to look after these tyres. Sainz holding us up here. On lap number 5. Perez has got mediums, which is interesting. And now Porsche chasing the Ferrari hard. I mean, it is so good for these Williams cars to be running in the top 5, both of them as well. But Sainz seems to be really struggling. We are topping up. We're going to give it a push down the straight. Literally the Ferrari, push it aside. The good thing is we're only 2 seconds off the lead at this rate. That is not... And they're fighting. If we can clear Sainz, we would have a massive chance at closing the gap. Into the final corners. And that is I don't know why I just thought that was Leclerc. We've set ERS to deploy. We've got no ERS though. We're just not getting a lot of it back. Here he goes. Is he going to move to the left? Sainz is going to cut us off slightly. He moves to the right. We just don't have that pace, I don't think, to get through the Ferrari. Oh, and now we do. Or do we? Oh, Sainz slow out of that corner. And still, we cannot get past. We're going to top back up. Sainz being a bit of a stinger in our strategy here. We're still running aggressive. Lap 6, rain on its way. Albon's got good ERS left. That's the bonus for him. And we are stuck right behind. 0.2 of a second to the Ferrari, who takes a weird line. We're going to deploy again. Use everything we've got. But you can see we've got nothing. Here we come. We've got a better run at Sainz this time round. And we're not still going to make the effort. Or are we? Exit through. The leaders are getting away. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that because we're in a Williams. Still we can't. Good exit out the corner though. We've topped up. We are side by side. And we have... Have we? Yes, we have! We are in to P3. And I am going to push. We are going to stay on top up. We're going to hope we can keep the Ferrari behind. Because at the end of the day, rain's coming in. We're going to save. Oh no. The Ferrari is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Hold him off. Hold him off. Yes, good lad. Albon is only there as well. Albon is watching nicely. Let's take a look at this from outside, because it is a toe of a train behind, well, what is us now, but was Carlos Sainz. So what we're going to do now is we are going to deploy early, see if we can just break that gap for Porsche. Fuel's going to come back to us. That is the key here. What can we do? 3 temps. Still going to get DRS down the straight. But Albon's doing okay. We're trying to push. And here comes the Ferrari again. Right on board with Carlos Sainz, who goes down the outside. Or inside, let's say, whichever one you want. And he's back ahead. So maybe just looking after his tyres was Carlos Sainz. And yes, look at that. We have absolutely hammered our tyres. Because we believe the rain is coming in. So maybe it's just a case that we've gone a little bit earlier with our tyres. But moderate rain, 5 minutes time. That's why we've pushed hard. We are now going to just drop to standard and try and recuperate some fuel. But 5 temps, if we can keep within DRS, it is going to be very close. Look, you can see the times are very, very close between 4th all the way down to what is 10th. This is very an intriguing race indeed. And we've got a yellow flag. There has been a crash in Sector 2. Let's find out who has potentially stacked it. Nico Hulkenberg and the Alfa Romeo. How are these going to come together? It's going to be a turn in. Oh, and that is a bit of debris on the track. Yellow flag now cleared, so they are racing again. We are losing time now with Porsche. We just need to deploy, see if we can gain within that second. This is going to be tough, but rain. This is down to tyres now. Down for the basis of how much tyres we've used. 1.4 seconds. Ricciardo and Hulkenberg it was, who are the guilty parties. And look at Albon all over the back of Porsche. And we have really dropped now from Sainz. That is going to hurt us a lot. The good job is we've got strong pace. And here comes the rain. Here comes the rain here. And it's going to come pretty quickly. So I think Albon, or even we go straight away on to Inters, because I think this is going to be absolutely crucial. We are now going to absolutely attack with Mr. Albon. Porsche, we are going to attack in the pits as well. And we're going to go later with Albon. But Porsche, we're going to get in early, because this, it's not damp yet. It is due to be damp in literally 4 minutes. I mean, is this the right idea? It is. I think there's a Red Bull in the pits as well. Verstappen is in, so I think that's the right call. That is the right call. Albon carries on. We go to Inters now with Albon. Porsche, what is his pit stop? We know we're not that great at pit stops, guys. We know that. It's not the best. We are in for Inters. Yeah, 3.5. Exactly that. Oh my God, how close is that Alpine? How close has Pierre Gasly got to us? Wow. But Albon's pushing. He is deploying everything. He's gained 1.3 to Hamilton at the moment. And these Inters cannot go to the end, but I'm expecting it to be wets at some point. So what we're going to do is keep Porsche pushing while he's got the better tyres compared to everyone else. And he is gaining on Piastri. And now everybody is in the pits on lap 15. This is crucial. Porsche is pushing, but I think Albon is already coming out. Tyres are up to speed. There's Alex Albon coming out. I think Porsche is going to lose out, and he's going to lose out a fair bit. He's down to P8. Maybe it wasn't the right choice to get him in so early, and maybe a lap too early. He's lost a few positions. Leclerc and Alonso are still out there, and you can see the lap times now. We are lapping quicker than them. We're going to get the tyres up to speed. Leclerc is now in the pits, and Alonso has carried on, I think. Interesting tactics. No, Alonso is now in the pits. We've got a strong chance of getting past these. We've deployed everything. Let's take a look. Leclerc is coming out now. There's Sainz. And we are past Alonso. Well, Alonso I don't think was there anyway, was he? He had a pit stop issue, so it's not going to matter us. But at the moment, we are there again. Pourchaire's lost out. He's into P7. So we're just going to manage this now. But with rain, I mean, when are we going to get... Oh, heavy rain could be around lap 40. And this is not good for Pourchaire. Pourchaire is battling hard with Ocon. And Ocon has got ahead. Our pace, maybe on the inters, starting to fall away a little bit. Because Ocon has got him. Remember, no DRS in damp conditions. But maybe we can just keep within a second just to help us tow us along. But he's not getting away, Ocon. So it looks like we have just got a little bit unlucky with the move. We can move him. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. It's not our drivers. Just maybe a lock up. It was Ricciardo running wide. Thought that might have been a little bit of an accident because Verstappen and Sainz are going at each other very hard at the moment. It's Sainz who's took the lead of this race on lap 18, making it a fantastic race. We were battling hard with Sainz at one point. The Red Bull of Perez is catching us as well. So we're going to struggle to try and probably keep hold of them. I think the Elite have got that better race pace. So we've topped up the ERS system quite nicely here. We're on lap 22. Looking at tyres, we're around everybody else, just similar. Pourchaire has just got now Ocon, so maybe he's just got his tyres warmed up and he's got up the inside. And that is a very tidy move by Pourchaire. Moves him back into P7. No one's really lapping any quicker. Perez is still 3 tenths behind us. We're 3.6 away from Leclerc. And we're just going to hold our fuel because we're going to push probably a little bit later. Tyres, look at that. Tyres could go to the end. That is probably one thing I am going to watch out for here. ERS is very nicely stocked up. Can we probably push? Yeah, let's give it a push. Try and close some gaps. Yellow flag. Oh, Pourchaire. Ocon's crashed as well. Maybe that's where it came from. As it came from Ocon and Pourchaire. There's the lock up. Oh, Pourchaire locks up and Ocon loses it on exit. How is that not? What? Ocon still P10. Did everyone just stop? I mean, looks like the Alpine has potentially got quite a bit of damage. Because we are now all over the back very quickly of the Alpine. I mean, it's a big smash. I did wonder. I thought it would be potentially a safety car. You can see Perez there, still absolutely fine. We're just going to let Pourchaire settle down a little bit. He is trying to make a move past the confidence-blown Alpine, let's say. But as we are running so high, again, we make a bit of mistake, and that has costed us in a minute. He switches to the inside, to the outside, trying to get past. This Alpine is really struggling now. And I mean, did he lose a lot of tyre management? Ocon 41%. Big tyre deficit because of that crash. So we're going to try deploying everything. We're going to try to the outside, round the final corner. Squeaky bum time. And he's through. He has got through into P11. And that should be that, especially with Ocon's tyres so bad. Perez is hunting down Albon. We're keeping him at bay. And what's the rain going to do? Heavy rain now. Track going to change to wet in 7 minutes. But then it's going to dry back out. So it's like, what do you do here? How long is that going to dry out for? I mean, you're going to get heavy rain for good 20 laps. So it might be that we do look at pitting. Perez is in. Perez is in. So I think that is a call for us to absolutely nail it here. And I think the wets is what people are going to be going on to. Let's go to wets straight away for Pourchaire because he's just coming round the final corner. Yeah, he's on wets. Let's push him. Pourchaire should come in. He does. Let's not focus on him. Let's focus on Albon. So you can see here, Ocon is in. That's come at a nice time for Ocon because he was struggling with the tyres. He was well out of sync. Pourchaire is going to jump Ocon just. We are pushing Albon because I think this is definitely a wet weather choice. It's going to go up to like 4 mil, and that is what we need to get in and get some advantage. Verstappen pits. Sainz carries on, and it is just Verstappen and Albon who's taking the pit stop. There's Verstappen. That's how far he is ahead. Pourchaire is catching the... Look how quick he's catching these intermediate tyres. And that is a source of you are on the right tyre. We are all over. Look at the traction that we're getting. Is there going to be a move? Pourchaire can now rescue his race. Albon's out in P8. Down the straight we go. Pourchaire's got to make this work, and he's got to get past the intermediate tyres. He's got Ocon way behind, 1.5. Come on, Pourchaire. You need to get past these tyres. Sainz is in the pits. We're just not making any ground. Now we should make some ground up the inside, and now everybody is in. Everyone is starting to pit. Track has changed to wet. Where is Albon in relation to all of these? Sainz is just coming out. Hamilton is coming down as well, but Albon is back up to P4, 1.3 seconds ahead of Perez. ERS is dying out. Is Pourchaire lost out again? He's still P11. His tyres are very hot. Well, cool them down a little bit, mate. Cool them down. They will drop down. Who are we against now? Is that an intermediate tyre? It is. It's Zhou Guanyu. That should be a sitting duck, really. Leclerc's now in the pits, but he's got 27 seconds to us. And it looks like a decent time pit stop as well. Where is Albon? Albon's coming around the last corner. So we'll top up now. This race has got a long way to go. We're still stuck behind Zhou Guanyu. We're going to get better traction. And he's in the Alpha Tower. Back into the points. So back in the points we go. Let's go down to standard. Pourchaire getting the job done. 1.5 seconds. We're only 1.9 off Leclerc. So on lap 50, you can see on the right hand side that the wet track is now starting to significantly reduce. The question will be is when do we pull the trigger? Bottas is in. Now I can only assume Bottas is going for some intermediate tyres and running the risk early. Albon's tyres are now starting getting a bit hot. We'll just cut them down a little bit. Pourchaire still taking a point at the moment. Perez is right behind us. Still on the wets. And this track is drying out a lot. 4 millimeters now is what it is. When does it change to damp? It changes to damp now. So I think we do attack here with everything. And we are going to go intermediate tyres. Pourchaire's just come out past that pit. So unfortunately, he's going to have to wait until the next lap. We're going to go attack mode on everything. Come on then, here we go. Will the cars ahead pit? 3 millimeters, 3.5 millimeters is the rain at the moment. What are we pace? Well, I mean, we're lapping quicker than the cars ahead, which is a good sign. We're only 2.8 off Leclerc, and we are coming into the pit. Sainz pits, Leclerc carries on. That's a big, big decision by Ferrari. Sainz obviously in as well, and he's already coming out. I mean, that's how quick they are. Jesus. 3.2, that's better. That is better. Pourchaire's coming in now as well. Some big moments in this race. We need some clear air. And I think we've got it. We've got some nice clear air here. On the intermediates. We need to push and get the gap. Ocon is going round. And I tell you what, Ocon is on the wets. So we'll come back ahead of them. That's good. Albon is now flying out there. He is chasing down. Verstappen pits. Stroll. There's a McLaren that's just moved out the way. Crucial laps here on lap 53. Verstappen and Perez both pit, but they haven't double stacked it. They've done that well. Hamilton is now in. Stroll is in as well. We're coming down the straight. This is definitely intermediate weather. Where is Perez? Perez is coming back out. Yes, come on. We have just got back ahead of Perez, and we have got warmer tyres. We need to make the most of this though. We are going to just keep ERS on. I mean, you've got to imagine Perez is going to come back hard at us. Down the straight we go, and we're just going to get Russell. Jesus. It is P10 for Porsche. Everyone else, Alonso still to pit, so we are going to move up to P9. Leclerc comes in, and I think Leclerc is going to get out ahead of us. Yep, he's already coming down the straight. We're low on pack with Albon, but we are harvesting, and we are very warm on the tyres. So let's just go down to aggressive, try and reduce them. And there is the Ferrari, so we're only 4 tenths behind the Ferrari, who is on cold tyres at the moment. We've dropped Perez. This could be a big move if we get ahead, but we can't at the moment, and I feel like this Ferrari could just stretch clear now once they warm the tyres up. I mean, we will give it a go down the straight, but we're all over the back of the Ferrari. We're only a tenth behind. There's a yellow flag out there. There is a crash. Who has crashed? Stroll. And that's ahead of us. That is ahead of us. And I think he's lost it the same place Ocon has just got the white line. He's gone on. Big crash. Big crash. What does that do? It doesn't give a safety car though. Stroll again carries on from the same position, which is strange. Always find that a bit weird. Albon, deploy down the straight. Can we get the Ferrari and get our first podium? Moves to the right hand side. Cars coming out the pits, can't get moved done at the moment, but we are all over the back of the Ferrari, who is struggling at the moment. Can we make a move somewhere? Because this would be one of the best results of our season, and we've got a lot of traffic coming up. Here we go again on lap 55, trying to get past the Ferrari with a lot of rain on our visor. Here we go, we move to the right hand side. Not yet, just can't get through. All that ERS being used now. We're going to have to watch the tyres because they are very warm. And I think we are just going to lose out. We're going to top up again, and I think that Ferrari battle, it was only for a lap or two. Perez is still coming at us. Don't think we're going to manage it. Stroll is ahead, but surely tyres... No, he just didn't seem to lose any time, which is annoying. And now, yes, 1.3, so we've definitely dropped off the pace compared to that Ferrari, and we've got Perez all over the back of us now with slightly better tyres. Big lap from Leclerc that was. What is the gap overall? Total 7.7, and Perez is right behind us. But we're trying to catch. Who is that in front of us? Looks like a back marker we're going to get a bit of slipstream from. Down the straight we go. Perez right behind. Well, that's actually lapping pretty quick, whoever that is. Can't actually see. And I think we're going to lap on now as well. It's a Haas who's lapping pretty quick. But we do get ahead. Perez gets ahead nicely as well. God, Leclerc's dropped us big time. Still just struggling on heats. Lap 57. There is... Porsche moves up past Stroll. That is a big move. Big move. Let's take that. He's into P8. Oh, what a move, Porsche. Round the outside, through the inside. He's through. Nicely. Nicely. So, 2 tenths. Perez all over the back of us still. But we keep on. Still 4 seconds is the gap. What about Porsche? He's over 10 seconds behind the next car. So he's going to struggle to catch, I believe, the next car. We are going to move to aggressive slightly. We are lapping okay, but look at these 3 out front, all in the 119s. That is pretty tricky for us to go and grab. So we are approaching the final lap. Verstappen is about to start that final lap, and we are actually on the lead lap, which makes a change, because we have got Albon in P4. This could be an amazing result here. Probably, I think it is our best result if we manage this, and it's come from having the absolute beautiful pace that we have built in our car of high speed, and I think we might just do it. We've dropped Perez 1.7 seconds now, so every chance that we can just keep pushing this We don't need to push. We should be good. We're on board with Perez, who's just out of sight for Albon. And this is looking very tidy. Sadly, Porsche got his lockup, which really cost him. But Verstappen is going to win here. Sainz is going to come second. It's Charles Leclerc third. And it's Alex Albon taking P4. What a run for our Williams driver. Get in. That is a result. We started P3. We actually had okay pace in the race as well. And that is fantastic. Let's not forget Porsche. He had that wobble in the middle of the race where he locked up and lost some positions. But he comes over for P8. And we are double point scoring with P4 and P8 in Imola. That is what we prepped for this season. Get in, Alex Albon. You are a P4 finisher. Up 2 places from P6. You can see Theo was the big loser with that lock-up in the end, down to P8. Obviously, we tried the undercut with him, which didn't work either. So a bit rough, but look at that. 12 points for Alex Albon. Promotes him into 9th now in the standings on 30. And importantly, we are closing on Alpine. A 10-point swing in that round, and we are now on it. Well, Red Bull are looking like a dominant car, just like in the real season. Slow pit stops, but you can see that was no fluke. 5th, 6th and 4th, and you can actually see Porsche P2, P3, P8. So maybe that rating of the second season, a bit more improvement, and he can be right there. But that is a big money maker at 4.5 million. We've manufactured some chassis. Now, for all of you at home, this is the problem. Because we are so low durability on the parts, obviously, which makes them faster, we run out every time. And you can see, look, 4th, 2nd, 1st, 6th. That is incredible. Next race is a low speed. Is it Monaco, I think, the next race? It is. Monaco. You need low speed. Crucial. And we have the 4th. So maybe we can get some big points again.